It's time for Highlands football tonight from Fridley Field in Hampton. We wrap up the 2022 regular season as the Highlands Golden Rams visit the Hampton Talbots, and here come the Rams onto the field here tonight on a beautiful night for high school football, Dean.
Yeah, Mike, great night, great atmosphere here tonight. Senior night for Hampton, so the Golden Rams have to come and bring it tonight.
Well, there was a lot of scoring between these two teams last week in their respective games. The Highlands game against Armstrong. Highlands lost their first game to fall to 8-1. Hampton with a big win at Mars to go to 5-4. What's at stake for each of these two teams tonight?
Well, Mike, it's a big game for both teams. For Highlands, if we win, we lock up second place and get a good seed in the conference and also get a home game for the playoffs. We lose and Mars beats North Catholic, we're in third place. And I hope we don't have to go scoreboard watching, Mike, tonight, because if not, North Catholic wins, we have to play the Gardner Point game. I leave that to you. So hopefully Milo doesn't have to do that. Not explain it later for Hampton. Very simple for them. Winning their end. If they lose, and they have to hope North Catholic beats Mars so then we get in the playoffs.
Yeah, there is only one scenario out of the four that keeps Hampton out, and that's the points one you were talking about. That's scenario 2. That's a Highlands win here, and Mars beats North Catholic. All the points go into a hat, and we all have fun and enjoy that, and we'll all figure that out late into the evening tonight. Well, with all the scoring that were in the two games last week, what do we expect tonight? Do you think we're going to have another score fest here?
Mike, we had 971 yards in our game, 13 touchdowns. And the Hampton Mars game, same thing, 13 touchdowns in their game. And again, they won that game. They beat Mars 49-42. They're led by quarterback Joey Mayer. He threw for 335 yards and 4 touchdowns last week. 3 went to Benny Hasselrig. I think he's working on his master's degree, Mike. He's been here about 6 years.
If he sticks around any longer, he's going to be tenured.
He has 256 yards in those catches. And don't forget Brock Borga. He had 211 yards rushing last week. So, yeah, I think we're in for a shootout, Mike.
That game last week that they beat Mars 49-42 at Mars, Joey Mayer scored the winning touchdown, a 26-yard touchdown with 1:15 left in the fourth quarter, and that gave us the winning points for the Hampton Talbots. Kept Mars from clinching, kept Hampton alive, and now they have a chance to control their own fate here tonight. Well, let's talk about Highlands, Dean. Last week's game was one you want to burn the tape, pretty much. The boys kept playing, which I liked. The question is, how do you want to be remembered? Do they want to be remembered as a team that started 8-0, had a 9-1 regular season, and went into the playoffs on an uptick? Or do they want to be remembered as a team that kind of fell off at the end of the year?
Mike, I always say when I coach, you learn a lot more about a kid's character after a loss than a win. When you go 8-0, you don't get to see that. But again, we had it happen this past week. Makes for a big game here tonight after a loss. We're going to see how our kids respond. We have a lot of senior leaders out there. And again, they had to get to the other kids this week. And again, hopefully they're going to respond.
Hopefully they are. The winner of this game has made the playoffs every year since 1999. That's the last time the winner of Hampton Highlands didn't make the playoffs. Hampton won that game here in 1999, 7-3. This press box didn't exist yet. We were out in the little alcove outside there. And if you remember that game, there was a teacher strike. Tim Cars did not coach that game. Hampton won. They did not make the playoffs. Highlands did. It's the last time it happened. This will be the 17th straight year that is the case. Well, maintaining good health and fitness is more important now than ever, so why not make Greatness Athletics Fitness Center in Trentham your locally owned and operated gym of choice? The right trainer makes all the difference. Gary Negley and his team of certified trainers will help you reach all your fitness goals, specializing in fitness, personal training, strength training, weightlifting, and powerlifting, and even boxing. And they're always open. Just swipe your key card. Greatness Athletics Fitness Center is located at 222 East 4th Avenue in Trentham. Membership start at $20, so give them a call, 724-681-8629, or check them out on Facebook at Greatness Athletics. And here's the kick. The Rams receiving the opening kickoff, and it's Burford to the 10, the 15, the 20, out over the 30 to the 35-yard line. He's spun to the turf by Zach Jacob. So good start for the Rams.
He was our special teams player last night for that reason, Mike. He had 2 nice kick returns last week. It's a good position to start here tonight.
All right, so here go the Rams 1st and 10 with Chandler Timmons at quarterback. Chandler comes into the night needing, I believe it's 132 yards to reach the coveted 5,000 mark. He would obviously be the first quarterback in the AK Valley to ever do it because he's the leading quarterback ever in the AK Valley. So
his running back is number 4, Aaron Randolph. We'll get to the line after this play.
They go with a double wing this time, and Randolph out of Wild Ram. And Randolph's going to fake it, try to get to the outside, and they got him for a loss back at the 31-yard line. Gabe Harris, the senior defensive tackle, was not fooled.
Mike, our offensive tackle is 67, Roman Viverito. Left guard, 75, Noah Leslie. Tonight, 78, Tyler Bender starts as center. 73 is Logan Leslie, the right guard. Right tackle is 56, Aiden Vargo. And the H-back at 31, Daniel Law.
Starting lineups brought to you by Dan Timmons Painting in Natrona Heights. Dan Timmons Painting, they got you covered. Second down, 16. Highlands on their 31. Again, wild ram with Randolph at quarterback. He wants to throw it. He looks. He sprints left. He looks. He makes a man miss. He gets over the 35, the 40. And a good job by Randolph to get knocked out of bounds up at the 42-yard line. He gets 11 of those yards back.
Pushed out of bounds by Luke Hartle.
Wide receivers, Mike, 20, Landon Signorella. Number 2 is Braden White. Number 11 is Aiden Burford.
Randolph comes into this game as the Rams' second leading rusher now, close to 550 yards. Luke Bumbalski not in there again tonight. Hopeful for next week, I guess, at the playoffs start. That's kind of what the plan was from the beginning, I guess. But there will be no Luke tonight. The Rams are hoping to get themselves a home game. So here we go. Third down from the 42. Timmons now, and they go from the pistol formation with Randolph as the back. Timmons is back. Sprints left. And now he throws it, and it's caught by Braden White, and he dropped it. Incomplete. And they're going to say, no, it was fumbled forward. Now let's see. They have a discussion. It was fumbled forward to the 50. They're going to say incomplete. Yep. Yeah. White had it in his hands and couldn't hold on. Chandler could have run for that one, too, I think.
Well, Mike, never got to introduce the Hampton defense. That's not good news. 3 and out.
Well, a couple of mistakes on that one. Well, all White has to do is hang on to that, and he's got a first down. Landon Signorella back to punt, averaging 35 yards a kick.
Bender's the long snapper tonight.
Benny Hasselrig is the deep man. And there's the kick, and Signorella kicks it in the air, and Hasselrig goes back and takes a look at it. It's going to take a Highlands bounce. Still rolling. It hasn't gone out of bounds yet. And now it's stopped at the 16-yard line. Another really good kick by Landa.
Landa's first one wasn't very good, Mike.
And they've all been good since then. Yep.
Yep. And again, let's take a look at the Hampton offense. They'll start number 9, Joey Mayer. Running back is 22, Brock Borgo. The wideouts, we mentioned number 5, Benny Hasselrig. 3 is Eric Weeks. And 16 is Ray Kursoff. Offensive line is 52, Gabe Ganelli. 50 is left guard, Aiden Lewis. New starter center tonight, Mike. 68 is Liam Martin. Right guard, 56, Mike Senatorella. 55 is right tackle, Nate Glock. And the tight end is 43, Gabe Harris.
Caden Houlihan, their normal center, out tonight. First down, Talbot's on their 16. Mayer's just going to run it. And the Rams have pursuit. And Mayer is going to be run out of bounds at the 11-yard line. Signorella and Randolph chased him out of bounds. It was a straight run, and the Rams defensed it well. Big loss.
Signorella starts at linebacker along with 12, Chandler Timmons, 57, Angela Markey, 8, Nick McQuaid backing on it tonight, 22, Ashton Hadachek. Mentioned our cornerbacks, 11, Aiden Burford, 3, Montrell Johnson, and number 2 is Braden White.
See Viverito playing on the defensive line also. Snuck him in there. Mayer's going to give it to Borgo, and Borgo is hit, and Borgo is dropped by Bender at about the 12-yard line. He gets a yard. It's going to bring up a third down and 14. And Borgo has been tough, 1,000-yard rusher a year ago.
Like Tyler Bender, you mentioned one defensive end, the other one at 31, Daniel Long. Nose tackle is 75, Noah Leslie. And Mike, that counter play is the one that was big against Mars last week, so good to see how they shut that down early. And
Mayer threw for a big total last week. He threw for 354, but a lot of those were short passes that they ran a lot after the catch, a lot of yak, kind of what we saw against Shore Valley earlier in the season.
What they like to do is check down the Hasselrig. They let them out there float. If somebody comes up, they throw deep. If somebody doesn't, they'll get that little short pass to him.
Mayer is back, and he's going to throw a middle screen, and there is Hasselrig, but the Rams have him fenced in. And Braden White made a great play there to bring him down at the 15-yard line.
Also, Nick McQuaid in there for the Golden Rams, and it's going to be 3 and out.
No, that's a good start defensively, Dean. And that's what you like to see. Long was in there, too, and Hasselrig hit. It's a 3-yard gain. It's 4th down, and the Talbots will have to punt. Brock Borgo will do the honors. And the Rams send back Braden White to the 39-yard line.
Should be a good field position.
Good snap, and Borgo's kick is end over end. White calls for a fair catch and takes it at the 45-yard line. So the Rams win the battle of field position. 9:17 left first quarter, no score.
Pretty good breeze here tonight, Mike. Hampton plays a 4-4-3 defense. They'll start number 50, Aiden Lewis, at one defensive end, 68, Liam Martins, a defensive tackle, 43, Gabe Harris, the other defensive tackle, and the other defensive end is 52, Gabe Ganelli. Like all 11 of their starters play both ways. Linebackers, 22, Brock Borgo, 56, Mike Santorello, and number 8, Mike Morgano is the other outside linebacker. Corners are 3, Eric Weeks, and the safeties we have Benning Hasselrick 5, Joey Mayer 9, and the other cornerback is 16, Ray Kershaw.
Rams go with a bunch of wide receivers. Signorella set up as a tight end to the left. Randolph is the motion man. Signorella, this is the keep by Timmons, and he sprints to the left.
Gets that
He's
corner,
at the 35.
Mike. First down and then some.
Timmons gets it to the 32-yard line. Well, they ran the motion to the near side of the field with Randolph. A lot of blue shirts went his way. Timmons kept it and gets the first down to the 31-yard line. 32, they'll put it. 12-yard pickup.
On the 32-yard line in Hampton.
Timmons with Bombalski out, also over 500 yards. The Rams have 3 500-yard rushers right now. Last year, Hampton had 2,000-yard rushers, Christian Liberto and Brock Borgo both, and that's unusual. They were undefeated in the regular season a year ago, if you remember.
On his first trip into Hampton territory.
Timmons has all day. Now he's going to throw it down the sideline, and it's out of bounds. Signorella was the man down there, but he pass carried him across the stripe. It'll be 2nd and 10.
Looked like all the linebackers dropped off in that play, too. They didn't know a pass was coming.
There's a lot of underneath stuff that could be had there, you think?
Well defended. The birdie picked high in 30-15, Mike, and he's batting 86% for the year.
That's pretty good for the birdie.
Guess what happened to the fumbler?
I don't know. He fumbled?
On strike.
The fumbler's on strike.
Yes, he is. Did not post this.
He's not crossing, just like we said about Tim Cars wouldn't cross here in 1999.
There you go.
Same thing. 2nd down 10. Highlands on the Talbot's 32. Trips right. Lone man to the left is Randolph to the boundary. He's in motion. And they give us to Randolph. And Randolph turns the corner inside the 30. They have good pursuit, but Aaron's tough to bring down. He gets it down to the 23-yard line. He's going to be, now the near side officials marking him at the 22. It's going to be really close.
Made one man miss, Mike, and once he gets that step planted into the ground, he gets enough of the first down.
10 yards.
And Gold Rams are on the march here, Mike.
And they got good field position. Boy, it was good to see. I think the most encouraging thing we've seen so far was the way the defense reacted to start the game.
Borgo's the guy they have to control, and they did that the first drive for Hampton.
1st and 10. Highlands on the Hampton 22-yard line. Less than 8 to go. First quarter, no score.
Again, a big game for both teams here tonight.
Trips right this time again. Wide side of the field to the left, and that's where Randolph is. The quarterback is Timmons. Signorella playing tight end again. They're going to give it to Braden White. White gets a crack, and he's going to get it inside the 20, and the ball is loose, and Hampton has it. They just took it right out of Braden White's hands. It's the 2nd time he lost the handle, and Benny Hasselrick has the ball for Hampton. They just took it right away from him.
Yeah, they kept him standing up, Mike, and White has to tuck that ball when it happens. Stuck it out there like a loaf of bread, and they said, we'll take a piece.
And Hasselrick took it away at the 17-yard line, and it's a big turnover for Hampton.
5-yard game, but to get 5 and fumble doesn't help the cause, that's for sure.
It does not.
And again, let's see if Hampton try to take advantage of their break here.
First down on their 17. First turnover of the game. And they are going to give it to Borgo coming on the jet. Borgo turns the shoulders and has good yardage up over the 25 to the 28-yard line, and that should be enough for a first down.
That was a successful play last week for them too, Mike. Signorella and McQuaid on the stop, but not until he gets that corner turn and a first down. So Hampton on march.
1st and 10 for the Talbots, their first down of the game. Clock winds to 7:05. Go on the road, you can't turn the ball over.
That and penalties, Mike. Two things.
Now they're going to run jet to the far side. This is Eric Weeks, the senior. And Weeks turns the corner across the 30.
We're trying to do the same thing. Mike stand him up and
He
Take the ball away, but not this time.
He gets to the 34-yard line. It's a 6-yard pickup.
Yeah, McQuaid was over there along with White.
Starting lineups, of course, brought to you by Dan Timmons Painting in Daytona Heights for all your commercial and industrial paintings needs to beautify and protect. Dan Timmons Painting. 2nd and 4. Hampton on their 34. No score early going here at Fridley Field. Talbots in their Pitt Panther-like uniforms move right to left here in the first quarter. Rams in all white tonight. Oh, snap goes over Mayer's head. He goes back now. He kicks it. It's still loose. Mayer's in trouble and gets away. And finally, they're going to get him back at the 10-yard line on the fumble.
McQuaid down there. And he almost kicked it in the end zone.
He almost did. They ended up losing 24 yards on that play all the way back to the 10-yard line.
McQuaid and Signorella. And again, Mike, don't forget their starting center's not in the lineup tonight. He's out. And that may have caused a problem right there.
You just got a gust of wind there, didn't you?
Yep. Liam Martin.
The flag is moving left to right. Yeah, Hampton actually picked the wrong direction. Well, maybe they won it going into halftime, but the wind is against Hampton right now, and it's blowing pretty good out there.
Yep.
Adrian Midgley in the quarterback.
Adrian Midgley comes in to play quarterback now. He wants to throw it. Steps up. Now he's going to run it. 10, 15, 20, and the Rams get him out of bounds at the 25-yard line. Now the Rams did a good job there. It was 3rd and 28. And there's a flag down at the 4-yard line.
Wow.
It's holding against Hampton. I take him back.
Yeah, I would too.
It'll take the ball. It'll be a penalty back to the 2-yard line. And it looks like, like when we talked on the phone earlier this week and we talked about all the points and everything, I said, you watch it be 7-7 at halftime. The Rams are going to decline it.
Yeah, I would not. Mike.
I would not decline it either.
20 yards of field position. But they want to get their hands on the ball quickly.
They do.
I guess that's the way to do it.
Ball's on the 25-yard line.
So Midgley gets 13 on that, or 15, I'm sorry.
Right at the 50-yard line is Braden White.
4th and 13, and Borgo gets the foot into the football and kicks a rocket. And White's going to let it go.
Yeah.
Hampton's going to win out on this one. That's going to be downed at the 33-yard line by Luke Hartle, and the Rams will have it. 1st and 10 at their 33, but they do have the football. 5:05 left first quarter, no score.
What happened to our shootout, Mike?
I told you, it's going to be 7-7.5. You watch. It's the way these things always work.
After teams combined for 26 touchdowns last week, Hampton and
always happens.
Mike they ran 208 plays last week. We ran 176. High school football, the ball was always in action. Some of those college and pro games, they come nowhere near that in 2 games.
First down, Highlands on their 33. Sidecar is Randolph. And now we have whistles. False start against Highlands.
Turnovers and penalties. I mentioned it, didn't I, Mike?
You did.
Keys.
These are the things that need to be cleaned up, especially on the road. 1st and 15 now, back at the 28. I mentioned the game that Hampton fans will be watching is the North Catholic Mars game tonight.
Yeah, that'll go a long way to determining. We got basically 3 teams playing for 2 spots.
If North Catholic beats Mars, Hampton's in regardless of what happens here. Timmons going to keep it. Going to go through the middle and get a couple up over the 30 to the 32-yard line. Aiden Lewis, the senior defensive end, got him off his feet. It's a 4-yard gain for Chandler. 2nd down and 11.
Mike, the big game tonight in 4A is Aliquippa Central Valley. Now they're 1-3. Whoever wins, they're going to flip. McKeesport will stay number 2, and the reason why is the playoffs. They don't want to see Aliquippa and Central Valley meet until the championship game, so they'll keep them separated that way.
That's a good news for McKeesport because they're probably going to keep a 2 seed out of that,
yes.
Right?
Mm-hmm.
Timmons is back. He's going to run a screen out here to the left. It's caught, and it's Signorella up over the 40. Gets to the 41-yard line, a couple yards shy of the sticks, but they get 9.
On the reception as Brandon Signorella.
3rd down and 2 now for Highlands.
The only good thing came out of last week, Mike, is Armstrong jumped in our spot in 4th place, but in fifth place. Highlands remained there, and the reason why was that Highlands, we lost by 21. Central Valley, who just buried West Allegheny 56-7, they took West Allegheny out of the top 5. So a little shake-up in 4 and 5 spot.
Third and about 3. They're going to try Randolph on a sweep to the right. He's going to get it if he hangs on. Oh, he almost gave it up. Now he does have it. He's at the 50 to 45, 40. Randolph down the sideline, breaks a tackle inside the 20 and knocked down at the 19-yard line. What an exciting run by Aaron Randolph. First down, Highlands.
He gave, and then he took, and then he shook.
I believe it's in the Bible. He giveth and he taketh.
But he didn't shooketh.
First down and 10 for the Rams.
39 yards for Aaron. First down at the 20-yard line.
39 exciting yards, Mike. He now has 54 so far, 54, excuse me, on 4 carries. And more importantly, the Golden Rams are in good shape. Have to take advantage here, Mike.
First and 10, Highlands on the Talbot's 20-yard line. Clock winds to 3 minutes left. First quarter. There is no score. This may be the deepest we've been into a game this year where there's been no score.
Quick moving first quarter.
Julius Saunders now in there as the pistol back, and then the power pistol, the fullback, is Long, and he's going to go right behind Long and turn the corner. 15-10. Saunders lost it.
Into the end zone.
Signorella's got it, and Signorella's on it for the touchdown. As Saunders fumbled it ahead, and the Rams can't hold on to the ball tonight, but Landon Signorella recovers it in the end zone for a Highlands touchdown.
So
it's the second time he's done that this year. Well, he gets the run all the way up till the point where he fumbled the ball, and Signorella gets a fumble recovery. 17 yards
for Saunders,
and Signorella gets a fumble recovery. That's it.
We'll take it any way we can get it, Mike.
So the Rams lead at 6-0.
Babinsack going for the extra point.
And his kick is up.
Good.
And his kick is good. Out of the snap of Bender, I believe, tonight. And the Rams at 2:43 left first quarter on a couple of crazy plays there at the end of that drive. Take the lead. Highlands 7 and Hampton nothing.
Crazy start, Mike. There's no better time than right now to stop at a Highland Tire and Highland Integrity Alignment. See why they've been voted the best place to buy tires in the AK Valley since 1993, best oil change since 95, and voted #1 for auto repair. Highland Tire offers one of the largest and most complete inventory of tires and custom wheels in the entire Pittsburgh area. If you don't see it on site, they'll order it for you. Visit HighlandTire.com or give them a call in Trenton at 724-224-9222. In the Heights, 724-224-7900, or Highland Integrity Alignment at 724-224-5900. Highland Tire, service, integrity, price since 1961. They deliver.
You know how we're going to have to call to score that? Our old coach, Don Girardi. He's always really good at those things.
Yes.
We may have to give Lando 3 yards rushing on that. You know that. But that's the second time he's recovered a fumble for a touchdown this year, if you remember that. He had one at Woody High a couple of weeks ago.
He was on top of that one, Mike. Babinsack in the kick. Hasselrig back to receive along with his brother Willie. It's a Hasselrig brother.
It is. And this is Willie.
He's a freshman, Mike. He's
20.
a speed demon now.
And Willie is finally brought down by Bender as he gets across the 35 to the 36-yard line. So good field position for Hampton. So now we'll see if the shootout will ensue, Dean.
Yes.
7-0 Highlands at 2:37 left first quarter. Again, all the Rams need to do to secure second place, and we'll see at home next week, is to win this game. By how many, it doesn't matter at this point.
No.
They're the only team with one loss in the Greater Allegheny. And the only thing Armstrong needs to do to make it a clean sweep of the conference is win their game tonight against Kiski.
They're heavy favorites in that game, Mike.
Yeah, I'm sure they'll do that. I'm sure they'll have a little letdown, but they'll probably be.
Kiski put up 50 last week.
They did
Mike,
against Fox Chapel, and they won their first. Congrats, Sam. Now they're throwing it at the ground.
Yeah.
Right at the ground. The ball bounced. Hasselrig caught it. The pass was complete by Midgley to Hasselrig. That ball at the ground. There was no official over there to call it. Out to the 43-yard line. It's a 7-yard gain.
That's one of their favorite plays, Mike. You got to stop that one.
Adrian Midgley in replacing Joey Mayer.
Mayer had a big game last week, Mike.
I wonder if something happened to him when he went back to get that fumble on the bad snap.
Good point.
Second down. Midgley gives it to Borgo. Borgo finds
up
the
in
sledding
there.
tough. He gets swallowed up as he gets to the 44-yard line. It's Noah Leslie down there.
Noah Leslie.
The gain is 1.
Great job at nose tackle this
Gain of
year.
about a yard on that play. So Pavlik out of 3rd and 2.
3rd down and a long 2 for Hampton.
Big play for both teams here, Mike, with 1:30 to go in the first quarter. Highlands leading 7-0.
They did move too fast. So that will
we did.
add 5 yards onto their to-go list here.
It'll
It'll be 3rd and 7 now. That's a big difference. I'm looking for Mayer on the sidelines. I do see him. He's standing behind the official here on the near side of the field on the 39-yard line. So
Threw for 335 and 4 touchdowns last week. You'd think he'd be out there.
I think it's injury. Got to be injury related. 3rd down, 7. Trips right this time. And Midgley's going to throw another screen. He gets at the Hasselrig. The Rams are there. They got him.
Not this time.
First man to him was
Aaron Randall.
no, it was Montrell Johnson, and then finished up. And McQuaid came over there and slid down to finish it. But good job by Montrell.
Big game for McQuaid so far, Mike. 5 tackles and 1 sack. Coming off an injury.
It's a 1-yard gain. 4th and 6, and the Talbots will have to punt.
White back again.
Here's the kick by Borgo.
That's returnable, Mike.
Line shot to White. He drops it. Picks it up at the 25, up over the 30, the 35. And he's going to be out of bounds at the 38-yard line. That's where the Rams will start it. Zach Jacob brought him down. It's 1st down Highlands at their 42, leading 7-0, and 26 seconds left of the first quarter.
Mike, I would think tonight's probably one of the colder games of the year we've had, and that wind is really whipping down.
Yeah,
it seems like it's giving us some trouble.
1st down Rams on their 38.
We've had great weather all year. Can't complain.
We haven't had a lot of rain, that's for sure. The early forecast for next week tells me that you have no excuse not to come out to the game next Friday.
That's right. Hopefully at home. The first 8 teams, 8 seeds will get a home game.
I'm assuming that. We'll see. Hopefully that works out. 1st down. White the motion man. They go pistol. Timmons going to run the option. Going to keep it up over the 40 and up to the 45-yard line.
Twist and turns, picks up 7.
Zach Jacob and Liam Martin combined to make the stop on Timmons, but that was just the old-fashioned option play there, guys.
Mike, that's going to be the end of the first quarter. Highlands leading 7-0. You called this one, didn't you?
Unbelievable. Sometimes blind squirrels. The Boucher family has been in business in Natrona Heights for over 70 years. They are uniquely qualified to help you choose home and auto insurance that protects what matters most, your family. The Bouchers are independent agents. In addition to Nationwide, they're working with all the leading companies in the industry like Progressive, Allstate, and AIC to find more ways for you to save on your home and auto insurance. Call your hometown independent insurance agents, John and Nick Boucher, 724-224-4300 to choose the coverage that's right for your family. They have evening and Saturday hours for your convenience. Remember, in the AK Valley, you're in good hands with the Boucher Agency on your side.
Mike, I got to go yesterday to see John and drop my homeowner's insurance on my old house. And I got my insurance on my new house. Quite the process, but again, John makes it very easy. A couple clicks and it's taken care of. And on our way up, Mike, we were talking about the Tribune Review guys, Chris Harlan and Don Rebel, where they have us seated. Both of us have us winning tonight, but they both have us as a 6 seed. Harlan has Laurel Highlands at 5, which I don't believe. Rebel has West A at 5. I don't believe that either because, again, they got crushed by Central Valley. My prediction, we win tonight. I say we're number 5, and would both play into number 4, Armstrong. Armstrong got that spot locked up, and we play him at Armstrong. Right. IPL likes big crowds, and there was a big crowd last week at Highlands, and if we have to go to Armstrong, I think they'll see the same thing up there.
They got a nice big stadium up there. We can prepare to be out on the porch like we were a couple years ago. We'd be good to go.
Now, if we're number 6, which I hope we're not, Harlan has us playing at home against number 11 Montour. Rebel has us hosting Thomas Jefferson. They both have Armstrong at 4. That was pretty simple.
Well, I think everybody has Blackhawk at 13, and you would have a rematch then because we've already, of course, played Blackhawk, and this was a long time ago.
I'm going to go on the attack now.
Second and 3 on the 45. They're going to run a pop pass to Randolph, but there's He needs to come back this way. There's a marker down. Randolph breaks a tackle up over the 50, and he's thrown out of bounds by Hasselrig at the 50-yard line. Let's see what the marker's all about.
It was pre-snap, it looked like. They didn't stop the play, though.
Well, that could be good news. It's on Highlands. 5 yards. Maybe they were lined up improperly. Yep.
Second and long. After Armstrong 4, not 6, they have Hampton in the playoffs at 10, and they have North Catholic in at number 8 or 9, and they have Mars up. But again, not a lot of respect for the Greater Allegheny Conference. 4, 6, 10, and 9 out of 16 teams.
I don't disagree with much of that, actually.
Well, I'll be honest with you, I do agree with the top 3.
Yeah.
You can't ask me.
And then what they do is, because they have so much respect for the top 3, they're also respecting the other teams in those conferences, and that's a lot of times what happens.
A lot of discussion out there. Matt Bonoslawski not happy.
He wants to know what the penalty was.
Yeah, I do too.
I didn't see anybody move, and it's like you call procedure, you got to blow the play dead. They didn't.
It's either or, right?
So were they lined up wrong? Yeah, right. So if it was,
all we know is the 2nd and 8.
yeah. Timmons back there by himself.
A lot of empty sets tonight, Mike.
2 by 2 this time. Again, Signorella, the tight end to the left. We haven't seen that before.
Chandler looks like he's changing things a lot
He
in
is.
scrimmage here, Mike. That's what senior leadership does.
High snap. He's going to keep it. He's got some room over here up over the 45. Chandler keeps those big legs moving. Gets to the 48-yard line, and we got a late penalty marker down.
Maybe they got a little extracurriculars on Hampton.
We'll see what this is all about. Yeah, he is very close to it anyway, but we'll see what the call is.
I give it to him. Might be a moot point, though.
Man, let's see. Personal foul. Oh, it's a blindside against Hampton. 15 more yards. Chandler will get the 8. And then 15 more on top of it on the penalty.
And it's a first down for the Golden Bears.
Chandler now 4 rushes, 31 yards. Aaron Randolph 4 rushes, 54 yards. We got the grind game going. Just the 1 complete pass, though, for 9 yards to Landon Signorella.
So the ball will be marked at the Hampton 37. First down for Highlands. Trips right this time. Again, empty. Receiver to the boundary is Randolph. He comes in motion, and Timmons going to keep it. Timmons with some room again with another big hole inside the 30. And Chandler barrels over him, man. They still can't get him off his feet. He's got at least 9.5. We got a marker down. We do at the 32-yard line. We'll see what that's all about. We got flags on every play now.
Yeah, it seems
Flag on the 32-yard line.
to be the case here.
This is on the Rams.
Yeah, it makes it choppy. He'll get to where the flag went down,
Right,
Mike.
to 32.
Give him 7.
It's holding against Highlands.
Holding against Highlands. Now 3 penalties for 20 yards.
So, 5-yard gain on the play. And this will take it back from the spot of the foul to the 43.
1st and 15.
And that's it.
First and 16.
Old Rams' worst enemy so far is penalties.
They lead at 7-0, 11 minutes on a turning second quarter clock. Mentioned the Rams haven't won here at Fridley since 2011. There was a spell in there we didn't play each other for a while. We were in separate conferences. Timmons back, gets away, moving forward, lets it go deep downfield. It's going to be intercepted by Borgo at the 12-yard line, and here he comes. He's at the 30.
Remember, he's a running back, Mike.
Running laterally. They chase him down with a horse collar.
Yeah, horse collar.
Leslie's going to get a flag, but they got him off his feet. Borgo with the interception, and Hampton with another big defensive play. Second Highlands turnover.
Noah did what he had to do there, Mike. And that was get him down, but unfortunately grabbed him around the...
That was a heck of a play by Borgo.
Yep. Hines was on the move there too, Mike. Penalties and turnovers.
So he brings it back to the 35, and Hampton's going to get the ball at the 50-yard line.
Yeah,
Personal foul, horse collar against the Highland Rams.
And the penalties are mounting here, so it'll be first down Talbots at the 50.
As you go back and forth. Now on the 50.
Those 2 turnovers have really hurt Highlands. They have both taken place in Hampton territory going in.
1 fumble, 1 interception. And you're right, we were on the move on both of them, Mike.
You're letting them hang around.
Defense has to go to work now.
1st and 10. Talbot's at the 50-yard line. Now
Have a little
Hasselrig.
trouble, yeah.
And now they get two. They had 12 men in the huddle.
All right, can't do that.
So that'll be 5 yards against Hampton. That's what happens in these very early season games, all these penalties. It's the 10th game of the year, guys. Come on.
And Mike, what was interesting about it was Mayer. Mayer was the one that came running out of the huddle.
And Hasselrig ran himself off.
He's not injured. It was Mayer, Mike, number 9 ran off.
Okay.
Yeah.
1st and 15, and he's going to throw it down the sideline. Got a man down there. Hasselrig's got it. Hasselrig has it inside the 20-yard line as he beats Montrell Johnson, and the Talbots are in the red zone.
And again, Mike, that's Midgley doing the damage. So Hampton on a move.
And they're going quick. They're taking a page out of the
Armstrong book last week, yeah.
37 yards. 1st down at the 18. Rams jump offside against Highlands.
Yeah, we're helping them out, Mike. That's 5 penalties now for 40 yards. And we have 10 minutes to go here in the 2nd quarter, 10:27 to be exact. And Highlands is shooting themselves in the foot on this drive.
1st and 5 for the Talbots at the 13. They're going quickly. And Midgley's back and he fires. It's caught by Hasselrig. He's going to step out of bounds inside the 10 to the 7-yard line. It's 1st and goal for Hampton.
Montrell Johnson pushed him up, but again, they're picking on him with Hasselrig. Highland's going to have to make some type of adjustment. They want to go quick again, Mike.
Midgley hasn't missed. He's 4 for 4. 1st and goal at the 8. Oh, they called 2nd and 1. They say he didn't get there. I think originally had him marked at the 7, I thought. They need a yard. Morgano is the back.
Plenty of time, Mike. They have 11 seconds on the play clock.
And Midgley gives it to Morgano. He cuts through there, and it's, I don't know. Daniel Long was down there, and so is Roman Viverito. I don't think he got it, guys.
First time I mentioned Daniel's name tonight. Let's see where they mark it. 3rd and 1. He didn't get it, Mike.
And that was Morgano, not Borgo.
Hampton's showing a lot of depth here so far, Mike. 2 different quarterbacks, 2 different running backs.
3rd down, maybe a yard and a half.
They do look confused, Mike.
Now Borgo resets to the right of Midgley. They got a double tight end set to the left. They give it to Borgo. Borgo through the middle. He's going to be hit and dropped
dropped back quickly
by Chandler Timmons.
Let's see whether they're giving forward progress. Yeah, it's going to be interesting.
Let's see.
No gain on that play.
No, it's 4th down.
Great job by Highlands, Mike. What do you do 4th and 1 if you're Hampton?
Oh, you
Mike?
go for it, obviously. 4th and 1. Now we'll see what they have. The quarterback, the junior, Adrian Midgley.
I might take a timeout here, make sure I get this play right. I think that's what they're going to do.
And they are.
Yep.
Steve Shulo, the first-year coach here at Hampton, who replaced Chuck DiMatteo, who was here for many years, takes the timeout. Ron Gillette Towing and Services is a registered contractor, certified in PA state inspections and emissions. Call Gillette's today for all your towing, paving, excavating, hauling, demolition, and snow removal needs. Planning a cleanup, rent a 10-yard curb box. One call, you can dump it all. Just no paint and no tires. John will make sure to tell you that. Gillette Towing is fully licensed, insured, bonded, certified, and owns all of its state-of-the-art equipment. And Gillette's are proud to enjoy an A+ rating from the Better Business Bureau. Call Gillette's today, 724-226-1222. Phones answer 24/7 for emergency services, and as always, it's person to person. Find them on the web at rongiletteinc.com or on Facebook, Ron Gillette Inc. Towing and More. Ron Gillette Towing and Services, the AK Valley's leader since 1955.
Matt Kazanowicz, the defensive coordinator in the defensive huddle, trying to rally the troops here. This would be a big stop, Mike. They're ready to go.
It's got play action pass written all over and throw it to Benny down there in the corner. Let's see.
He's singled up with Johnson.
He is. 4th down Morgano's going to throw it. There's Hasselrink, and he throws it over top of him, incomplete. What a goal line stand by the Highlands defense.
You call it, Mike, and they got it.
That's the first incompletion by Midgley tonight. And it couldn't have come at a better time if you're a Highlands fan.
You called it, Mike. Good call on your part. And the Golden Rams hold up on defense, preserving that 7-0 lead. Let's see if they can go to work now and get a drive put together here.
Well, they had 2 turnovers, haven't bitten them, but it took points off the board,
yes.
I think.
Dodged a big bullet there, though.
So it's first down Highlands on their 8. How about that 92-yard drive down the half, guys?
That would be nice. 8:57 to go in the half.
Power pistol formation. And they give us to Saunders. Saunders with a hole. They keep fighting for the football. The Rams have to protect the football right now because Hampton's coming after it. Good run by Saunders up to the 15.
Pick up a 7. 2 carries for 24 yards for Julius so far.
2nd and 3. For the Golden Rams.
2nd and 3. The Rams are in no hurry at this point. They lead at 7-0. 8:25 left first half.
We talked about Hampton having a strongman team. All 11 players play both ways. Highlands only dressed 34 kids tonight, Mike. It's called Week 10.
Attrition. Yep. Saunders again. They got him this time. Yep. Hasselrink spinning him around. Julius won't go down easy. And they finally throw him out of bounds at the 12-yard line.
Little rough play after the play, but Julius is continuing to turn his legs, so they decided to throw him out of bounds.
Forward progress to the 13. It's a 2-yard loss. 3rd and 5 for Highlands. A dangerous place on the field.
This is where you like to have a Luke Bombalski, Mike.
You always like to have a Luke Bombalski.
Again, we were discussing on the way up, is he more important our offense or defense? I would say, give me the situation.
That's true.
2nd and 3.
Now, the Highlands defense is allowing 2 more yards per carry rushing with Luke away than they did with him in there.
Randolph comes into the backfield now.
Timmons wants to keep it. He's got nowhere to go.
Yep.
He tries to cut it. He gets up to the 20, and he made it. Chandler Timmons with a great move.
All Chandler Timmons.
A zig and a zag, a shake of the hips, and it's first down Highlands.
I thought for sure he was caught in the backfield.
He got 7 where there were about 1.
If that. Good job, Chandler.
Chandler this season has run for over 100 yards twice. He may need to do it a 3rd time for the Rams to win this one tonight.
Again, just joining us, 7-0 Highlands after scoring 13 touchdowns last week, both teams. Tonight, only 1.
Man, this is Randolph.
Randolph
with a shake and bake up over the 25 and out near the 30-yard line and close to another first down. That's what you get. You get Mr. Inside with Chandler and Mr. Outside with Randolph. First down, Highlands, 10 more.
And Mike, he waited for that block to be delivered from Burford. Once he got that, he planted that foot, and he was off to the races.
Drive started at the Highlands 8-yard line. This will be the 5th play.
The shadow of their own goal line, Mike, like you said. Put a nice drive together before the half. 7 minutes to go. See what the Golden Rams can do here.
Braden White splits to the right. Randolph again. Cuts it. Gets up over the 30. And gets to the 33-yard line. Mike Morgano, the senior outside linebacker. And he was helped out by the senior defensive tackle, Gabe Harris.
That time he went against the grain again, Mike, but they were waiting for him. Player to watch this week in the Valley News Dispatch, Rondell Hewlett. I'm watching him. I haven't seen him yet tonight.
Well, you got to remember, he's 16 in white, 13 in brown.
2 touchdowns last week. He's out there, Mike, and all right.
A lot of ground stuff. Yeah, Rams doing a lot of their business on the ground tonight. Timmons, Randolph, Saunders.
Right now, Mike, the wind is not a factor.
Blowing straight down.
Yep. So let's see if they can get Rondell singled up on the island there.
2nd and 7.
Timmons
going to run it. Timmons to the right, up over the 35. Gets to the 40. Gets the first down and pushed out of bounds at the 45-yard line by Aiden Lewis, the senior defensive end, but it's another Highlands first down.
12 yards for Chandler. 7 rushes now for 55 yards. And more importantly, a Highlands first down as they continue to move the sticks.
Randolph, I have at 67. He had the 139 yarder.
Yep.
So the Rams are doing it on the ground. You know, even though they were defeated last week, they had 411 yards of total offense last week.
Bones had the best quote of the week, Mike. When you score 35 points and lose by 21, not much you can say.
Something's wrong.
Yeah.
His name was Caden Olsen. 1st and 10. White, the motion man. And they give us to Randolph this time. Randolph through the middle, but he's grabbed around the waist by Mike Morgano and brought down. After a short gain, they're going to mark him up at the 48, I think. 3-yard pickup.
Gives him 7 rushes for 70 yards. Nice 10-yard average for him.
Gain of 3, 2nd down and 7, ball on the 48-yard line.
Again, the drive started on the 8.
I mentioned last week, Mike, Hampton and Mars ran 208 plays. We had 178 ourselves.
That's just a lot. I swear I didn't get home till midnight last week. I think that's exaggeration, but it was close. Randolph, the sidecar. Timmons going to throw it to the near side of the field to Burford. Tries to make a man miss, but he can't. Benny Hasselrig made a great play there to stop that for no gain. And believe me, that ball was out there lickety-split too, but Hasselrig was right on it and made a sure tackle.
All right, Mike, 3rd down and 3.
3rd and 7.
I'm sorry, 3rd and 7 with 4:47 to go. What do we got here? Passing situation.
I believe the ball is going to be in the air here, yeah. I just put a little check mark next to Rondell's name. I think it's time. Well, this is an interesting situation, though. This could be a good run situation and then give you a chance to look what you want to do on 4th, too. Trips left. Randolph is the sidecar.
Interesting formation, Mike, to the short side.
3rd and 7. I think the Rams are going to call a timeout here.
I didn't think the alignment was right, Mike. Why would you have trips to the short side of the field?
Are you going to throw? You could throw a deep ball over there, maybe. I don't know.
Are you or someone you know in need of physical or occupational therapy? Consider a caring therapist at Phoenix Rehabilitation and Health Service in Atlanta Heights. Zach Bartolotta and his staff specialize in one-on-one personalized care coupled with the latest techniques and equipment in physical therapy services. They deal with any type of injury, specialize in orthopedic conditions, including sports and workman compensation injuries. Kenny played his first 18 on Monday. Mike did fine. Phoenix will help you with your goal of returning to the activities you love the most. His son had a shoulder injury, had to have extensive surgery. Zach worked with him and got him out golfing by the end of the year. Phoenix Rehabilitation Health Service is conveniently located at 1601 Union Avenue in Atlanta Heights. They have flexible hours for your convenience and accept most insurances, including UPMC. Give them a call today. Set up an appointment at 724-224-5090. I wonder if I am violating any HIPAA laws by discussing my son's medical conditions.
That's a good question. Has he signed something over to you that gives you the right to?
Yeah,
he's no longer.
His birth certificate.
But he's no longer a minor, Dean.
That's right. His birth certificate.
He is a major.
Gives me the right to talk about it.
3rd and 7. 4:14 left first half. Timmons is back. Rolls right, in trouble.
Nobody there, Mike.
Fires it downfield. Intercepted again by Borgo. Borgo over the 35, the 40. The 45, the 50. Borgo down the sideline, and they finally drag him down at the 33-yard line. It was Braden White that got Borgo from behind, and another Highlands turnover.
Unfortunately for the Golden Rams, Mike.
They're 3rd.
Yeah.
And it gives Hampton tremendous field position with 4 minutes left in the first half. The Rams doing everything they can to try to give this one away right now.
And Mike, there was nobody over there. He rolled out. I think there was an option to run there, but he decided to throw it up, and unfortunately, Mr. Borgo was the nearest guy to it.
Well, Joey Mayer is back out there. He's got a big wrap on that left elbow. I don't know if that's normal or not.
Yeah, he went out before, Mike, and he was the guy, ex-guy was on the field at one time. See what I want to do with him. Sweep.
And they're going to run it to Weeks to the near side of the field. The Rams have him and bring him down at the 38-yard line. What a play by Aaron Randolph.
Just went with the flow, Mike.
That's that Rams defensive speed from sideline to sideline, and Hampton wants to continue to run wide. It's not going to work.
Yeah, we said it all year, Mike. One thing about Highlands with this 3-5 setup, it's hard to get to the edge. That time there was no edge.
Now they want to set up quickly again. Second down, 14. I might have overshot my 7-7 prediction.
I hope you're right. That could be 7-0.
I hope I'm not.
I'm sorry, I hope you're wrong. You're right.
Second and 14, and now what do we have? Steve Shulo wants a timeout. Steve Shulo, 4 years, the head coach at Deer Lakes. Had that big year of the Deer, if you remember. 2015, they went 6-4 before they went on to lose to Washington in the first round of the playoffs. Steve Shulo played his college football at Marshall. He's one of the guys that carried Byron Leftwich from play to play that night, if everybody remembers that. Philippe's Family Dining and Pizzeria was born in Eternal Heights in 1999, and it didn't take long for the name to become synonymous with great food and overwhelming community support. Philippe's offers burgers, wings, specialty sandwiches, wraps, and of course pizza. Not just any pizza, but the often imitated, never duplicated Birdville pie. It's made with their special super secret recipe and named in honor of the Birdville section of Harrison, where Philippe's is located. Remember, the kitchen's open after the game, so stop by and say hi. You can call them 724-226-3505 for takeout. And remember, they serve a full breakfast every morning starting at 8. That's Philippe's Family Dining and Pizzeria, Freeport Road, Natrona Heights.
And even after the loss, Mike, we had a nice crowd of Philippe's on Friday.
Second and 14. They got trips left. And Mayer's going to run it. He's going to cut it. They have him. He got away, and he's going to get away and get back to the original line of scrimmage.
Marker late.
It's got to be a hold on Hampton,
Mike,
you think?
You throw that. That's
about the 33-yard line, so we'll see.
Signorello knocked him out. Let's check the marker.
Clock stops on the penalty at 3:11 left first half.
There's been plenty of them here.
More penalties than points.
Yep.
And that's true. More turnovers than scores.
Not what we thought it might be.
Holding against Hampton.
It's a great thing about high school football. You never know what you're going to get.
You never know. So the 10-yard penalty against the Talbots gives them 4 penalties. It'll put the ball back at the 44-yard line. Second and 20. Rams haven't gotten a sack tonight. They've had some losses, but this could be time. And this is Midgley. And Midgley's going to throw it deep, and it's going to be Hasselrig. Oh, beautifully broken up by Montrell Johnson.
He had inside position, but Montrell made up the time and broke up beautifully.
The leading Highlands interceptor he got beaten on a play or two before, but he got his hands on that one. Montrell's picked off 4 so far this year.
And he's got the big assignment tonight in Hasselrig.
Third and 20 now for the Talbots at 3:05 left of the first half, and Highlands holding on to that slim 7-0 lead.
Hasselrig again last week, 256 yards and 3 touchdowns against Mars.
They quickly run their tight end Gabe Harris off the field and put another receiver out there. Hasselrig and Weeks. Ray Kersop is out there at receiver. And Mayer now.
Again, once again, Mike.
Mayer splits to the left. And remember, Midgley a lot of times is a receiver. Third and 20 of the play clock cuts down to 3. And he's back. Thereafter.
Penalty marker again.
Marker down.
Another hole.
And the pass is incomplete as he tried to get it to Hasselrig, but he was wearing Montrell Johnson like a cheap suit. But we'll see about the penalty here.
We'll decline that. Mike Long was being held. He was applauding during the play because he knew that there was a hold on him. Maybe that's what been taken care of Daniel Long.
Tide might want to take this one.
But it's fourth down, Mike.
I don't care. I don't care. I'll take the yards.
I want the ball.
Okay.
Let's see what they do.
They declined it.
Good.
So the incomplete pass.
Get the ball back with 3 minutes to go. See what the Golden Rams can do here.
Midgley, after starting 4 for 4, is 0 for his last 3. 4th and 20.
He was the hot hand.
He was. Braden White will go back for Highlands at 2:57 left first half. The Rams holding on to a 7-0 lead. On a Landon Signorella recovered Julius Saunders' fumble in the end zone. High snap, but Borgo boots it to the far side of the field. It's going to go out of bounds.
Well, let's see where they mark that.
That's going to go out past the 20, I think. They're going to put it at the 20.
20 on the button. Yep.
So that's where the Rams will start at 2:50 left. Here in the first half, the Rams leading it 7-0. The Rams have 1 timeout remaining.
Like you mentioned, Deer Lake, Latrobe, Black Hawk, Menneson and Southmoreland all backed into the playoffs last week, despite losing their Week 8 games. That happens towards the end of the year.
It kind of does.
Yep. All right, what are the Gold Rams going to do here, Mike?
I think they're going to run the ball, team.
Yeah, they've only thrown the ball.
They're going to go wild ram with Aaron Randolph. 1st and 10 at the 20-yard line. And Randolph's going to take a quarterback draw. He's going to get hit up over the 25 with a zig and a zag and gets the first down to the 32-yard line. Aaron Randolph on a quarterback draw.
He is slippery, Mike.
He really is.
Pick up a 12, gives him 8 carries, 82 yards. He's averaging 10 yards per carry. I think we should do that more often.
See if the Rams want to hurry here. Now, Hampton, I believe, gets the ball, correct?
Yes.
Highlands got it to start with.
Highlands has 2 timeouts, Mike.
Yes, they have 2 timeouts, and they appear to be taking their time here. First down on the Highlands 32. Chandler Timmons, the regular quarterback, splits to the right.
He's caught 1 touchdown this year already.
Randolph wearing 2 gloves, just like Kenny. He's going to run it. Up the middle, he spins away. Keeps going.
Wow.
Up over the 35 and gets to the 39-yard line.
It's like we're watching a Madden game, Mike.
Yeah, you hit what button was that you hit there?
X, I think.
Hasselrig made the tackle.
6 yards on that gives him 9 carries for 88 yards. Highlands letting the clock run, Mike. First down, well, get the first down and use your timeouts, right?
I think they're running the clock out.
Why?
Mine is not to ask why.
We've asked why before, and we were called our coaching staff brilliant. Let's see if we can do that.
Mine is not
I think
to
the term
answer
was
why.
geniuses if I used it properly against Woodland Hills. Remember that, Mike?
2nd and 3, yeah, really. White in motion. Talbot's jumped offside. That was 58 and Lewis, the senior end.
Yep.
Should give the Rams a first down at 111.
They have 4 penalties now for 35 yards.
Rams have 10 first downs tonight.
Now, Mike.
Hampton only has 2.
Timeouts.
They're not going to use their timeouts.
I don't know why you're at midfield. Keep going.
You're preaching to me.
Chandler Timmons coming back to quarterback now, Mike.
Ball on the 44-yard line. 1st and 10 Highlands. Clock stopped with the penalty.
Well, we've done this with 9 yards passing so far.
Signorella and Randolph to the near side of the field. Trips right, 5 wides. Timmons back. Timmons throws. It is caught to Burford. He steps out of bounds at the 50 for 6 yards.
Gain of about 6, 2nd down.
2nd and 4.
How about a pump fake? We had somebody deep, Mike.
Second catch for Burford tonight. Signorella caught the other one.
Now the wind is blowing in Highlands' face here.
Clock stopped on the out of bounds play. 1:07 to go. Rams taking their time in that huddle. Plenty of time on the play clock,
yep.
So that's inconsequential. Hewlett and Randolph to the right. White and Burford to the left. Signorella lined up as a tight end. And Timmons is going to throw to Signorella. He's got it at the Hampton 40. First down at the Talbot's 37-yard line. Utilizing the tight end here.
13 on that play. First down for the Golden Rams. Again, 2 timeouts in their pocket. 57 seconds on a turning clock.
1st and 10 at the Hampton 38. Remember, you got Babinsack over there.
Low
Pistol, trouble. Chandler going to keep it.
Call a timeout.
And they move him forward
Call a timeout.
to the 37-yard line, and the Rams do call timeout. So they get a yard on the low snap.
Snap was a problem that time, Mike. Gives us a chance to talk about B&J Sports. They're celebrating their 6th decade outfitting our local teams and the great sports fans in the AK Valley. Saw Rose the other day, Mike.
Oh, I haven't seen Rose since basketball football season. That's usually when we see her.
Glenn's lovely wife. When it comes to all your sporting good needs, look no further than B&J Sports. Glenn Mills and his friendly staff provide his personal touch. Customized high school sports jackets. They're coming for the boys. Teams uniforms, trophies, plaques, you name it, they have it at B&J Sports. If you can't get it, they will find it for you at B&J Sports, located 1605 Freeport Road in Natrona Heights. Open 9 to 5:30, weekdays and Saturdays 9 till noon. Or give Glenn a call at 724-226-2762. They specialize in customizing. Mike, 6 decades says it all at B&J Sports.
I like that. They specialize in customize.
Thing about Glenn.
You should be a copywriter. What are you, Don Draper over there?
There you go. Thing about Glenn, he'll find it for you. All you got to do.
Oh, he will. Yep. Oh, he absolutely will.
He'll get it done.
2nd and 9. Now they're going to mark it back to about 2nd and 10. They're going to say no game. Timmons will throw it. He looks.
He had time for a second, Mike.
He's in trouble.
He's in trouble.
Runs forward. Now he fires it downfield, and it is down at the turf. It's intercepted. It is intercepted down at the turf by Mike Morgano.
And Chandler Timmons might took a shot that time, too, as he let go.
And the 3rd interception of the 2nd quarter by Hampton, and they have it at the 23-yard line.
4th Highlands turnover, too, Mike. And again, 29 seconds to go. Golden Rams leading here 7-0. I think they'd be happy to get out of here with that lead. Wow. I guess they knew what they were doing, Mike, by letting the clock.
Well, they knew what they were doing by running it. Then they wouldn't have thrown an interception. The Rams late getting a man off the field, and I think they're going to have to use a timeout with the clock stopped. Yep, they are. At 29 seconds left of the first half, and the Rams leading it somehow.
Yeah.
7-0. Joe Lucchino and his son Joseph proudly welcome you to the Lucchino Insurance and Financial Group. Saw the Lucchinos at the game last week. Serving the AK Valley for decades, the Lucchinos are a broad-based financial advisory firm with a wide range of opportunities for both you and your business. Trying to manage your family and career has its challenges, and the Lucchinos can help you find proven financial solutions to help you get the most out of your benefits. Joe and Joe always know. They're located at 2318 Freeport Road next to the Donut Connection. Call them today, 724-224-8908, 724-905-7583. Why wait? Let the Lucchino Insurance and Financial Group put you on the road to financial stability today.
Good news, Mike. Chandler Timmons is out there at linebacker.
He's okay, and that's important.
Yeah, very important. All right, so Hampton has up their sleeve with 29 seconds to go here in the first half.
Mayer is the quarterback. Borgo comes in motion. Borgo's going to get it.
Okay.
Far side of the field, and the Rams are doing a good job over there. Signorella was down there to knock him down.
Stay in bounds, Mike, or go out? They ran him out of bounds?
Yes, they did.
He stops the clock. It's been a good old-fashioned fist fight.
It's a slobber knocker,
yeah.
guys. Out to the 26. But you got to feel that the turnovers of Highlands has dominated this football game, and they lead at 7-0.
Defense done a great job so far, thankfully.
2nd and 7, 21 seconds left of the first half. And now what? Now Steve Schuler wants a timeout.
Choppy, choppy, choppy.
Choppy, choppy, choppy indeed. We talked about Steve Schuler. Went to Marshall, started 52 straight games there. And he also played with Chad Pennington, so he played with 2 NFL quarterbacks at Marshall. He was a 4th-round pick of the Indy Colts in 2003, made 13 starts as a rookie, and played in Super Bowl 39 with the Eagles against the Patriots. That was the game that the Patriots won 24-21 with some quarterback that was in the news today.
Did you know that the current Philadelphia Eagle coach,
Nick Sirianni,
mother was from Natrona Heights?
Yes. That is
How
true.
about that?
That is true,
So,
and I understand he's got his eyes on a certain former Highlands player that's playing up at Westminster right now.
How about that? I would like to officially declare myself after this week in Eagles fan.
Now they haven't lost yet.
Yep.
TJ Watt might play this week. That's the rumor.
After this week.
2nd and 7. You can hang out with Brett Boone. He doesn't have anything else to do. He loves the Eagles too.
He wants to throw it up there, Mike.
Midgley sprints,
Scrambles,
looks, Fires almost picked off.
Nice job again by
And this time it was Aaron Randolph to get it knocked away from Hasselrig. Aaron broke on that ball. He almost intercepted that.
These are 13 seconds. Neither team has a timeout.
And this is going to be, now this will really tell you what Steve Schulo wants to do, because if they throw an incomplete pass, Highlands would have a chance to either return a punt or maybe block it. If they just run the clock out, then the clock will run out.
Again,
Remember, they get the ball.
Can't let anybody get behind you here, Mike. Grab what you got there.
No, you could see Braden White standing 25 yards from the line of scrimmage right now. I might move him to 30. Double safeties back there,
There
too.
you go. Good idea. Over the top. Get help.
3rd down, 7. And they're going to take a knee.
Whoa.
Steve Schulo answers my question. That's going to wrap up the first half here at Fridley Field in Hampton with the score. The Highlands Golden Rams 7, the Hampton Talbots nothing. We'll be back with stats and more right after this.